The People's United Party's Marconi Leal, in his first bid for political office, defeated the United Democratic Party's Edmond Castro in Belize Rural North. It's a major upset for the U.D.P, one of the biggest for the 2020 general elections. Castro has won the division 3 times back-to-back and was anticipating a 4th consecutive term, but the people of Belize Rural North voted him out. Of the 4,721 registered electors, 3,858 cast their ballots. This represents an 81.72% of the electors who went to the polls. From early on, the signs of a higher voter turnout were visible in the division, with long lines at most of the polling stations. We met Leal in Sandhill on Wednesday morning, where he told us that he could have seen the writings on the wall for the U.D.P in the division.
Well, after the last village council elections in Belize Rural North and defeating him in 3 out of the big 4, that told me right there and then that he's very weak.
But the man who has held this constituency for 3 terms didn't acknowledge that defeat so early on. We caught up with Edmond Castro in Mascal, where the U.D.P appeared to have a heavy presence on the ground and where Castro expected that he would be able to secure the votes to win the election. Castro, while he appeared subdued on Wednesday afternoon, was still confident that he would deliver the seat for the U.D.P.
What I could attest to and tell you for sure, Mascal and the Oil Road, the 2 polling stations in here for sure, they're basically 2 to 1 or more. Apparently they from the Sandhill base is trying to put up, it seems like that's the only fight they want to put up there in Sandhill. But everywhere else we will be victorious. And you look around, you see the vibes, you feel the pulse of the people. Definitely for the 4th term, the people of Belize Rural North know who represent them, who are capable and competent in terms of representing them well, and they will look no further than clearly than Castro to represent them once again in the National Assembly.
P.U.P! All the way! Marconi! All the way!
But shortly after 9 on Wednesday night, all indications were that voters of Rural North weren't sending Castro to represent them in the National Assembly, and he emerged dejected from one of the counting stations in Sandhill. The U.D.P's lion in Belize Rural North had been defeated by a newcomer. Castro was a man of few words in the face of defeat.
As much love I have for my people and my constituents, that way they want, and I choose that, that's fine. I'm at peace with myself. Okay. I have done great for the people, the great people of Belize Rural North. I have done very good for them. So, that's the way they want, they get what they want.
Check the records prior to we.
I hope they could live with what they voted for. No flaw.
And moments later, ballots still being counted, Leal was celebrating his big win. His team lifted him in the air and carried him on their shoulders. The P.U.P has finally defeated the man who seemed unbeatable. U.D.P's clear the land Castro.
After all the hard work, like you asked me earlier today, I didn't feel it yet. But I knew I was going to win because I know the people of Belize Rural North wanted a change.
What did it take to defeat Mr. Edmond Castro?
Well, the machinery was well oiled. It took a lot of house-to-house visit and meet and greeting our people. Teamwork.
It's a historic win for the People's United Party here. A man who has won this constituency 3 times back-to-back seemed impossible for the P.U.P to defeat, but you did it tonight.
Yes, I'm hearing that it's not only in Sandhill, not only in Rural North, but it's the whole country going blue. So I want to thank the Belizean people for coming out, even though we have this COVID-19 upon us. They came out, they sent a message to the U.D.P. You had a failed record. Now we're taking over to lead this country the right and proper way. And we're for the people.
Marconi Leal won the division. He got 2,238 votes, beating out Castro by 670 votes. Castro received 1,568 votes. Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.